Counting double-digit thousands.
Hello everyone, my name is Luka, as you all already may know, and I'm the guy behind the Instagram page that is called Trade Oil. Now, I would like to make a video for you guys that will hopefully uh, get you more familiar with the things that I'm doing and why I'm so successful in doing it. And also, I will try to give you out the free analysis that will cover the happenings and the projections for the following week of 21st to 25th of August. So, to start with, I would really like to start 1 week ago, just to give you guys the more fundamentally solid based story. So, last week on Monday, actually, the Trump came out with the news saying that, well, if North Korea starts doing anything regarding nuclear weapons, well, from North Korea will only remain standing north, because Korea will be destroyed by American nuclear weapons and powers. And on top of that, we have seen the increase in US oil rig count that was due to last Friday, and I believe that all these things culminated together and the oil break loose starting from 49.04 pretty much all the way to the 47.51. Now it's an almost 250 pips of fall, and yeah, it is really substantial for Monday, because on Monday we usually see the narrow trading channel due to lack of informations and market digesting its news and its data that it gathered a week ago. The second thing I would like to mention is that on 16th of August, the last Wednesday, the market took a beating. And why it took a beating? Well, it became obvious when you look at the EEA numbers. We have faced the massive draw in crude inventories, but it was surprisingly built up in US gasoline numbers. And if you really, I always do not encourage my members in my group to trade the EEA news, because it really can go either way, because there is a lot of speculators, there is a lot of speculations going on, and if you really want kind of a safe bet, and I will repeat this, a safe bet, not a safe trade, you really want to look those two numbers in correlations. What I mean by that? Well, if you see a massive decrease in crude oil inventories, then you should also see the massive inventory draw or decrease in US gasoline numbers, in order for you to place your bet that the market will react bullish and make you rich. Now, that bet can be permanent, and it can also be one-way trade. And what I mean by that? Well, I mean that the markets sometimes can react on the news right away, and sometimes it can react a few hours later, or sometimes can react even the next day. So yeah, by taking into consideration what happened, we can see then afterwards, so actually not so bearish news, but the market really took it with a lot of force, with a lot of strength in it, with a lot of passion, and you can see it in this drop, and you can see it in this huge drop. And by then it became obvious that market is currently in a high stress area. What I mean by that? Well, if you just take a look on in the course of the Tuesday and Friday throughout the day, the trading range was 46.48, let's say, for example, and this high is 47.37. It's less than 100 pips, guys, and to see that kind of behavior on Tuesday and Friday is really not ideal. The last thing I would like to mention in this recap, and just to give you guys more information on what happened and how will this all will be going on, I will mention the US Baker oil rig count that was published on the August of I believe August of 18th, and really we have faced over 3.5% increase in oil price. Now I really need to say that decrease by 5 in oil rig count is not something that we should say that is a that will result with a 3.5% of increase in price. But I would really like to say that this kind of money and this kind of oil price was really due that stress area relief or that has accumulated over the Thursday and Friday throughout the day. Now, when the market snapped, it snapped so hard that the US Baker oil rig was just a trigger for that, and it became obvious. And believe it or not, I talk about it in my oil trading group, and I stated to my members that we did not have the best week of trading, and that they really need to watch out the volume, the momentum, and the trend line that is accumulating and that is going on. When those three things do not correlate, it is not the best way to trade it, and that is just the way it is. If you just take this for example, in over the period of roughly 36 hours, that your trading range is below 100 pips, it's a high stress area, and it is really something that market is accumulated. And when the news hits down on the the market, they trigger it, and the steam just got let out of the boiling kettle that was boiling and boiling for quite some time. Now, if you take into consideration this week, I'll just use the regular investing.com. Now I would like to really turn towards this week's 21st to 25th of August weekly outline analysis. And what I really need to say that now when we know the fundamental base, what we are working with, I really need to say that this week hopefully will be one week that market will not get under the influence of, unfortunately, speculators, and that we'll have time to process all the data and to see what is going on. As I already said, that 3.5% of increase in price that occurred on last Friday was, towards to me, it was not covered fundamentally for a 3.5% increase in price. So I'm expecting to see some retracement of that move, some kind of a technical pullback. And taking into consideration that this week the crude oil futures roll over to the October contract, usual after it also follows the technical pullback. Now, combine those two together, and this week we should see some interesting thing happens. Regarding Monday, so far we have managed to take in the Asian session and to take in the almost all of the European session and trading session, and today, as far as I know, we can see the lines of that technical pullback, but that is nothing significant. As we can see, it opened on 48.89 and the lowest I believe, for example, let's here it's 48.47, which is really nothing to be happy about, because it is 40 pips, but nothing significant. And yeah, I really need to say that on Tuesday we are expecting the weekly American Petroleum Institute report on US crude futures and US inventories, and that will be the market maker and the market, not maker but market setter for trading session that will take place in Wednesday. After the Wednesday, we come to Thursday, and Thursday is always the day that kind of pushes the market in a similar fashion that happened the day before. So Thursday is a day when you can see the price patterns roughly similar to those one that happened on Wednesday. So if we manage to set the 3 nice days of trading, the Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, the Friday will be only icing on the cake with the new US Baker oil rig count report, and with, as a side, with some news that will for most partly will hit the market. I'm seeing that this week really has the potential to make this stand out. And yeah, guys, I really want to hear your feedback on this. I made this video for you guys to see just how it all connects in one particular way. And if you can spot the technicals in one way, and if you can spot the technicals early in the week, for pretty much you are, and you know what are you doing, for pretty much you are all set to do and to trade this week with no any obstacles with you. I would also like to mention that I own my personal trading group, and that I come from 8 years of experience in this, that I have worked in OPEC, that I have been in the US, that I have been in the Saudis, and that we are my journey through this oil industry. I have made some serious friends and some serious connections in those organizations, and I'm really able to provide a special observation of the current market in order to help my traders win and earn some serious money, because my analysis, I use my own analysis, and I'm always in a search of a new members, and with my special mathematical formula, which is proven to work every single day, and every single day you are able to make at least 5 to 10% of what you have invested in and what is your possession, if you trade leverage broker and if you trade daily, if you daily trade crude oil. So yeah, I really hope that you like this video, and I would really like to hear some feedback from you guys. So please write down in the comments down below what is your opinion, how the all will move this week, what you want to see me doing, and if you have any suggestions or anything, if you want to let's say, for example, write me about your trading group, about how to join my trading group, or anything in particular, please feel free to comment and to contact me. All of my social media accounts will be down below. So yeah, guys, thank you for your patience, thank you for your time.